Hello there, and welcome to my video about the new content in Dead by Daylight. You'll notice that there's no audio in the background because Twitch decided to delete a little bit of my audio, so as I was explaining how perks work and how they can be shared, it decided to mute everything. So you will hear me come in explaining how it's a little bit different for killers and how their perks apply because killers are unique as far as characters go, and how survivors are essentially just skins. So essentially what you have to do is when you get those teachable perks, you share them amongst your other survivors, and eventually whenever you're all cozy with one of them specifically, you put all your perks on him, bing bang boom, and you go. You don't have to, but you can. Killers, you do the same thing, but they still have uniqueness to them because of their abilities, and that's what I'm about to explain. Now that we're all caught up, I hope you enjoy the video. Killers, it's a little different in the sense of, while the mechanic still works the exact same, killers still have individuality to each killer themselves. So she's going to have very independent characteristics and traits to, say, the Huntress, which is listed next to her. And on the other side, we have the Shape, who you will know as Michael Myers. Each of them has something unique about them that makes them specifically the threat. Survivors, not so much. Survivors, on the other hand, it's kind of just like a skin, but we'll go into that later. Form a psychic connection with the entity, you alter the rules. It's trial. At the start of the trial, up to 4 random hooks are changed into scourge hooks. You see the auras in white. Not a new mechanic. Scourge hooks are not new. Well, not that new. We have seen these with, best example in my opinion is Pinhead. We have also seen it with the artist. So scourge hooks are nothing new. However, this particular one is interesting. So whenever a survivor is unhooked, then you can see the aura for 5 seconds. So it doesn't matter how they're unhooked. They can unhook themselves, they can be unhooked by a friend, but it will give you clear visibility for 5 seconds, and that's pretty gnarly. Call of Brian, another teachable. All of these are. Your psychic abilities influence technology in devastating ways. After damaging a generator, this perk becomes active for 60 seconds. So this means you have to damage the generator. If you do not damage it, it does not activate. I made that mistake the hard way. Don't do what I did. The generator regresses at 150% normal regression speed, and the aura is revealed. Each time a survivor completes a good skill check on the generator affected by the perk, you are received a loud noise. Oh no, that's the noise one. Is this the one that makes it go speedstorm? Oh, okay, this is the speedrunner one. Never mind. So when this gets to 90%, you just have to constantly hit the skill checks, and if you don't hit the skill checks, it actually will blow the gen in your face, kick you off the gen, and the entity wraps around it. It is so obnoxious for survivors. I love it, both as a killer and a survivor, because I think it's a nasty little perk that really makes you test your mettle when it comes to doing skill checks. I kind of got these two mixed up. That was my mistake. This one's the one you have to kick, and it does a ton of regression. It also gives you the aura, which again is going to help you a lot. It is also going to constantly tell you whenever they're actually doing well on it, so as long as they're completing the skill check, you will still get notified just as much as you would if they were messing it up. So that's gnarly to help you with gen pressure, but this one I think is a fun one. I'm going to read it. Your horrible trauma is felt by everyone, and my god is it. It can only trigger once per generator, once per trial. So it can only happen on one gen, and it can only happen once per trial. I don't think that's fair. I think it should happen on every single one of the gens. I think it's hilarious. Maybe not the full block time, but at least the like speed run at the end. But that's just my opinion. Here's her attributes. She has a max base speed of 4.6 meters per second, base tear radius of 32, and she is short. This is an understatement. This chick is tiny. Okay, here's her power. This is the thing you came here for, so we'll do this before the backstory in case you're bored. Delge of Fear. Through the medium of mysterious videotape, Sadako... okay, right now. If I'm mispronouncing this, I apologize. I apologize. Sadako spreads her curse to unwitting viewers and causes their untimely deaths. Before manifesting, the Onryo gains undetectable status effect and is invisible to survivors, but becomes intermittently visible within 32 meters. What does this mean? For anyone that has played this game and has fought against a Freddy, you'll have a general idea what this means. If you've never seen it, the best way I can describe it is they kind of play blink peekaboo within the terror radius, so they kind of just like vanish and reappear and vanish and reappear. It's kind of freaky, but if you're paying attention, you'll be alright. Special ability, Manifestation. Onryo must physically manifest to attack survivors. Press and hold the power button to manifest in a material form in your current position. For a brief duration after manifesting, the Onryo will continue to be intermittently visible to survivors within 32 meters. Afterward, she will be fully visible for within the 32 meters for as long as she remains manifested. The Onryo can demanifest by pressing and holding the power button. Now, I want to point out this is at will. Like, you can do this at any point as long as you're still within the little cooldown seconds of her manifesting and demanifesting. You manifest and you don't want to, you can just demanifest right there. There's not a real cooldown on it. It just takes like a couple seconds for it to kind of recharge, but the cooldown's really not there, so just do it as you please. Special ability projection. She can also take material form by projecting herself through a TV. Press the ability button while looking at the powered TV to project into it, shutting the TV off in the process. All survivors within 16 meters of the TV gain condemned progress. A fully condemned survivor is revealed by killer instinct and can be killed once down. So for anyone who is familiar with Pyramid Head, you will know that he has an ability that allows him to Mori you without actually needing to bring a Mori. It's super quick, it's not really fabulous, but it's a fun mechanic. That is the same thing. She can insta-Mori you if you are 100% condemned. So if you have the little red ring around your name as a survivor, you'll be able to be killed. She can also you'll also be revealed by killer instinct. So it pretty much makes you a massive target to her whenever you're condemned all the way up. You're gonna want to be really careful with that. And I'll go over how to get rid of it later. It's going to give you a touch right here when it talks about it, but I'll go more into it when I actually show you the survivor. Survivors can temporarily turn off the TVs with retrieve tape action. This adds condemned progress to the survivor. While also holding the tape, the survivor can continue turning off other TVs, further gaining condemned for doing so. So as you're turning off the TVs, it's going to keep building up and building up. It's like a quicker way to build up the condemned status, but by doing so, you are limiting her teleporting. So if you're turning off all the TVs, but you're condemned, and you're really good at looping, like pro-level looper, then she's just going to chase you pretty much a lot because you're the target and she can't teleport anymore. You're restricting her from teleporting because you're holding the tape. And so it's a massive threat, but there's the payoff for it, is you're now restricting her movement to pretty much basic, normal killer movement. Is that the best play? If you have a team committed to doing gens and stuff, sure. If not, be a little more wary in solos. One specific TV will have its aura highlighted to the survivor. This allows the survivor to spread the Onryo's message by inserting their tape. Doing so removes some condemned progress. If I believe so, when we tested this, it was 3 bars of condemn that you lose by doing so. Also, I would like to point out that this is returning your TV, not your TV, this is returning your video to Blockbuster, and make sure you thank your Blockbuster employees, aka her. Alright, now that all the important information's out of the way, we're going to get to the backstory, which to me is important, but not everybody. Alright, backstory to the Onryo. A powerful and lethal Onryo, Sadako Yamamura was the daughter of a famed seer from Izu Oshima, Japan. Now, again, if I am mispronouncing this, I apologize. Her mother left many questions unanswered. In her hometown, sailors disliked the way her mother would spend days on the beach, her eyes fixed on the foaming waves of sea. Some said, Frolic and Brine, goblins be thine, if you keep playing in the water, the monster will come for you. That doesn't rhyme very well, but sure. Don't sailors usually rhyme? Or is that just me? It might just be me. 9 months later, Sadako was born. As a child, her immense power seemed impossible to control and flared in anger. This became apparent when she was unable to control her rage during a public demonstration of her mother's powers. When a journalist called her mother a fraud, Sadako's powers surged and the journalist collapsed on the floor, struck dead. She literally, mind blew him, but there was no, explosion. He just, bleh. Then everything went wrong. Her mother passed away, and shortly after, Sadako was lured to an old crumbling well. As she leaned over the rim, a long shadow fell over her. She turned, and a sudden jolt of pain hit her over the head, cracking it open. Her vision dimmed, and her mind swirled into unconsciousness. She felt 2 hands pushing her over the rim. Pain exploded in her skull as she hit the cold ground. A grinding noise came from above, and the well darkened, all light obscured like a midday eclipse. Like this. Every inch of her body screamed in pain. Looking up, she saw the only way out. She dug her nails into the muddy ground and slowly crawled... Okay. Time right here. If you are squeamish, I suggest you curl your hands into a nice little fist and press it close against your chest, because this part might hurt. She gripped the stones to climb, but had neither a hold nor strength. Each time she clawed up a few inches, her nails slid against the wet wall and she slipped down. Her fingers gushed with blood as the coarse cobblestone tore off her nails and lacerated the flesh underneath, and yet she tried again and again. Decades later, the meadow above became a resort, and a log cabin was built above the well. When a visitor rented the cabin, Sadako found an opportunity for revenge. She summoned all of her ninja power and projected a terrible curse on a videotape that killed its viewer after 7 days. Her wrath was like the tides of a stormy sea, violent and unforgiving. As she plunged into a fury, a dark fog coiled at her feet, the sound of crashing waves echoed through the old stone well. Suddenly, a tidal surge came crashing down on the cabin's walls, wrecking its walls into a torrent of mud and filth. The black current flooded the well underneath and swallowed Sadako at once. When she opened her eyes, she stood on a desolate beach facing a vast stormy ocean. A thick, black fog caressed the water's surface. Sadako walked into a coming wave and slowly disappeared into the opaque fog. Holy shit. Okay, so, for those of you familiar with the story, you'll know that this is a total, like, just in a nutshell summary of everything. If you're not familiar with it, I am not going to spoil all the things left out. That's not what we're here for. This is Dead by Daylight lore. So, to summarize it, essentially, poor girl was born with super powers, but was considered kind of a freak for it. Had a terrible life, it sounds like, except for her mother, but then she was murdered brutally after her mom died, which is just really depressing. Her death, in my opinion, is just absolutely brutal, undeserved. Like, I think it's why, obviously, she has the rage, but who's to say what would have happened had she had a normal life? You never know. Maybe she was just fucking evil. But I think it's kind of poetic justice that she ended up, as she faded into the entity's realm, she was able to see the beach the way her mother stood there so many times. And, like, kind of, she just had that moment. Like, the entity gave her that moment. And, I think that's just really, like, that to me is my favorite part. Where, while she's getting taken by the entity, she's actually able to experience that feeling that her mom did for so many times. I think that's sweet. The rest of it's all fucked up, but that was... Alright. So, are y'all ready? Oh, this'll be funny.
Oh boy. She's cooking up something. Here's a random question, Kitty.
I feel like it actually does. I know it gives them the totem, but I don't think that's the one that actually, like, injures them.
I got a random question for you. What is your favorite classic first-person shooter that's not Doom or Quake? I'm talking like 90s to 2000s.
Like OG FPS?
OG. That's not Doom or Quake.
It's not Doom or Quake?
Yeah.
Gotta be honest, Halo.
Oh, there you go. I was expecting GoldenEye, honestly.
Why, who asked that? Actually, I would say GoldenEye was a favorite before, because I played that on 64.
Yeah.
I played it with my brother, but I really committed more to Reach, Halo Reach specifically, because I loved SWAT, and I got, like, competitive, like, full-time play mode in that. So I would say, honestly, I'd have to go with Halo Reach, even though I would say GoldenEye would be a very heavy contender, because I did play that growing up with my brother.
Did you play Perfect Dark?
Where did this come from?
It's just random question out of nowhere. I was thinking about it earlier today.
Okay, anyway, trivia with Shadow. So, could I have a chocolate shake? Could I have a chocolate shakes or diabetes?
What? Oh.
Diabetes. I need to put all my hair in front of my eyes while playing as her. So, normally I would be like 100%, but in this one specific instance, I took a bath before I hopped on my computer, so my hair is in a bun and sapping wet. So if I tried to do that, it wouldn't work because I would just see right through it. my hair gets like that stringy kind of clump whenever it's wet. So if it was in my face, I would just see through it.
I forgot they changed her name in the American version. Samara Morgan. That makes sense.
It was Samara, I think.
Yeah, Samara.
Well, I think in the movie they actually pronounce it Samara, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of what would be a fun perk playing on her abilities. Ooh, that one. Okay, never mind. I answered my own question. I bet that'll be fun, because I love that perk on any stealth killer. Alright, let's go. Hacks.
Go.
My hair is not a hacks. My hair just loves being a surfer, even though I myself am not a surfer. I know, that makes no sense, but my hair is a surfer bro. I am not. My hair is.
Hang ten, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised if one day it just grew sentience, and like when I'm walking by, it just does the hang 10 motion with like a wad of hair. Like, I don't even see it. It just happens, and the person walking by thinks I'm possessed.
This lady's hair moving on their own.
Like, people are gonna think that guy's fucking crazy. They go, that guy's like, dude, that chick's hair just
That guy's
hang
fucking
10
crazy,
at me.
man.
And then his friend's gonna be like, bro, what'd you smoke?
What'd you smoke, bro?
Dude, where can I get that shit? Holy crap. Reminds me of that cat meme. No, I haven't seen your LSD, but did you see the fucking dragons in the kitchen?
The dragons in the kitchen. Oh man.
Okay.
Hey, Martha.
Oh, hi. Oh, wait, what? Which are the odds? We both started.
Right next to each other.
Which are the odds on mid-witch? I see what you did there. Alright, so this is what I look like when I am not manifested. And this is what I look like when I manifest. Oh yeah, couple of rules. You cannot use the hatch.
No hatch? Gotcha.
No hatch. Because it's unfair, it's already spawned.
Yeah, has it
oh
really?
wait, no, they changed that, they updated that, never mind. Alright, so as you can see, there are no TVs active, and the reason for this is that just happened. They didn't turn on until that time point. That's gonna happen every game. There's a time limit before they actually open.
Got it.
And then I'm gonna do this. Oh, this will be funny. Surprise, motherfuckers!
The moment she said this is gonna be funny, I just ran away. I'm smart.
I know Smarto was gone. I was like, oh, he's gone.
Yikes. Hey. Die! What is something exploded?
That would be a boon being created, I'm sure.
A Taco Bell exploded.
A taco boon?
Yes, a Taco Boon.
Taco boon, baby! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We're mixing shit.
Mixing stuff.
All the shit. Oh my god! Hello, Shadow.
Hi. She's supposed to be scaring you, not me.
Footsteps. I heard some little footsteps and I'm like, what?
I don't think she has footsteps. I think she just floats.
Yep, I sure do.
What does
you do?
the little lines? What does those little lines mean?
Oh no!
Hello.
Hello.
Hey Shadow, hey Shadow.
Hey Shadow.
Whoa! I saw your teeth. Hold on, come back. Hold
Wait,
on,
what?
Don't move.
Oh, you were inside him.
Also, Whoa, I see your teeth. Nice teeth, Michaela. Damn, you polished them bad boys? Holy shit.
Oh.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna play you now.
Oh no!
You're going to die.
Lol. As you can tell, this killer is a blast.
Mm-hmm. Yoichi! Like, oi.
Ah, crap.
Running
Fine.
in front of a freaking wall. When the music stuff means I'm safe, right? Kinda.
Oh no!
Surprise.
I had a feeling you were coming. I just had to keep going though.
You know, I'm gonna be nice, and I'm actually not gonna put you in the basement.
Well, thank you.
You're most welcome.
Wow, that's so comfortable.
I thought you floated. I forgot she walks when she's not manifested.
This is what we call camping.
Why are you? Oh.
I'm not doing it. I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
This is what we call camping.
Oh wait, where is the? Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm lost.
Hey, Shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
He's completely lost.
No, it's fine, it's fine. I know where he is. Where I guess.
Where the fuck is he? There.
Fuck you!
Go get Shadow. No, get over there.
You get away.
You get over here before he gets to tier 2 or I'm gonna murder you.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I'm gonna murder you anyways.
I teleported. I honored my... whatever I said.
His blood, he's bleeding. Or you, or whatever. Michaela's bleeding. Is she behind us?
Maybe.
Wait. I need to unbleed you.
Unbleed
yes,
you.
Yes, I'm bleeding.
Yeah,
me.
that's a word.
Oh my god!
God, I love this killer.
I just heard that noise. I turned around. It's like. Rrr!
I hear the noise freaking like inside my pants. That was weird.
Hello.
Oh, hi Shadow.
Hi. Well.
One shot.
Y'all did that to yourself.
Kinda. I was gonna go for a flashlight save, but then it was too late.
Say hi, Shadow. He comes out. Because the game can't end this early, we get to see this.
I don't see that. Where's? Oh, you're hurting.
Oh, it's so ridiculous.
There she goes.
That's so ridiculous.
Use your flashlight. Use your
Get
flashlight.
the fuck away from the hook, or I am gonna come back and murder you. I like how I could manifest blind. That was cool. Thank you for that. That actually, that was cool to see. Like, that was good time. Yeah, that was cool. Thank you. That was good. That was good on the flashlight.
Whoa! Oh my god, the freaking pirate meat
Really?
side meat is.
Shadow, do you realize you just went right from both of you?
Wait, what I do? What I do? I went upstairs.
I clicked the thing. I made a noise.
Oh.
Oh, hi Shadow.
Hi, Marto. How's it going?
It's going.
I'm gonna teach these fools today.
What happened?
You walked right in front of me. Both of you did.
Yeah.
Oh no.
When I see little lines around my screen, what does that mean?
The little lines over your avatar? That's
Yeah, no, that's not that.
Shadow, is this your second hook?
Yeah, that's my second one.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I didn't see a Mori pop up.
When you see like the TV static on your screen, what does that
I think that means she's close by.
Or I'm manifesting nearby.
Yeah. Or that you're slowly getting crazy.
Also that.
Or
One of you needs to do that, so at least one of you let yourself get maxed out on Condemn.
Marto was like was the closest to getting maxed out on Condemn though.
Okay, I want to also point out, I'm just going to stand still while you guys heal. I'm going to point out something right now. He just got crazy. He just got maxed out on Condemn. I can't see their Condemn level until that happens. I just want to make sure that you're aware that as a survivor, you can. You saw that earlier when I did it to myself. You cannot, however, see it whenever they're doing it. You only get a pulse at first. By the way, I'm just going to tell you guys. Hey, I'm calling. I told you I have nurses calling.
I mean, you said you were going to stand still while we healed though.
I did.
Well, hey, I was watching that.
And this is what it does. Oh, god damn it.
Oh, the eye. Oh, what is that? That's red.
That's you getting hard.
What the fuck?
That's you
My
getting
head is
hard.
inside the TV.
Wait, what?
So yeah, that
Okay,
happened.
I was actually watching that.
Your head wouldn't.
Well, now you can keep watching it. Forever.
Yeah, right. Forever.
There's a couple screenshots. Muerto watching his favorite TV. forever.
Look at all those pictures inside the screen.
Alright, have fun. Where's Shadow?
Where's Shadow? Is
dying somewhere.
Technically, he's all over the place. Oh, I hear that. We cannot use the hatchet.
Yeah, no, we can't. I wasn't. Oh, hey. I don't know why I used the flashlight though. That was weird.
It's called panic. It's okay, Shadow. It's called panic.
And here comes the pain.
Not the eye. Not the eye. The other one, right? It's the other one.
And this Mori is brutal. Did your bone sticks out?
Look at that face.
And that's Sadako. So, what do you guys think?
Well, she's terrifying, obviously.
I'm
dead. That Mori is brutal. It hurts every time I look at it. It makes me touch my arm. It's like ow.
Just playing her makes me like my hands hurt because of her nails.
Well, the match did last a longer than I expected.
Well, yeah, I had to Mori one of you like the proper way.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, no, that Mori is just man.
It's funny how the killers are like walking back home. Back to the whale.
Yep, there we go, just trotting. She does kind of glide along the ground even though she's walking. So I think these two perks are great for gender aggression. You run that with like some, Grim Embrace and Ruin, and you just have all the gem pressure. But while that's like active gem pressure, because you have to also do it. It wouldn't work with Ruin because you have to damage the gen, so don't bring Ruin. Anything that can just like push people off of gen. So like what Pop does it do it, or anything like that. Just anything that'll push a survivor off of a gen. Pair that with the ability to damage it, and then also make it to where they give you alerts constantly. It's really fun.
My arm hurts though, but not in a bad way. It's just like that feeling. You know what I mean? I'm watching that Mori.
Both were
I
fun.
love that.
Creepy part with the eye.
Like also the way her leg bends is just like ouch. Like
they just need to add for the dead bodies to stay in the same place they turn around.
Right? Yeah, instead of them like going face down.
2,000 years later.
Alright, so we have here Yoichi Asakawa. Again, if I'm mispronouncing these, I greatly apologize. A brilliant marine biologist and psychic whose knowledge and abilities allow him to protect himself and assist others. His personal perks, parental guidance, empathetic connection, and boon dark theory allow him to hide from killers, call out to injured survivors, and help others move faster. I love empathetic connection, and you will see why. Also, he is our 4th boon to be added, which makes him officially super boon.
Yeah, we tried that super boon before, and it's gross.
So, if anyone is unfamiliar, we have Michaela, who brought our first 2 boons into the game, which are Circle of Healing and Shadow Step, which kind of changed the course of the game almost entirely. It changed a lot of metas and all kinds of things. Some say it's still overpowered, some don't. Most do, but still. After her, we did get another boon introduced in the form of Jonah, who came with Exponential, which is essentially unlimited, unbreakable, and it's awesome. Plus, you also have an enhanced speed while doing so. So if you pair that with, say, Detective Tap, you'll have a fun time, but we'll go into that later. Well, another time. So this would be the 4th boon added to the collection, and since you have 4 perks, that means you can officially have a super boon. I think that's absolutely a waste, but have fun. Alright, and here's what they do. His boon, Dark Theory, which is his level 40 teachable, I believe. Your obsessive study of the paranormal has given you unprecedented knowledge of other realms and planes of existence. Press and hold the ability button near a duller hex totem to bless it and create a boon totem. Soft chimes ring out in a 24 meter range. You also get this like blue sparkly effect on your screen that some people hate and some people don't. I kinda like it, but it can get annoying. Any survivors within the boon totem's range gain a 2% haste status effect. This effect lingers for 2 seconds after leaving the boon totem's range. If you don't think that's a lot, then you're like me, and then you also didn't consider the fact that other perks can make you fly like a speed demon. You can only bless 1 totem at a time. All equipped boons are active on... Okay, so essentially what that means is, say you have all of your perks are boons, and you put 1 boon down. That means all of your perks are active on that 1 totem, and as soon as that totem goes away, none of your perks are active. Just keep that in mind.
I don't feel like I get much of a speed boost from his, though. It doesn't feel fast.
I just explained that.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
Your
Yeah,
presence physically projects itself to those in danger. Whenever another survivor is injured, they can see your aura within a range of 32 meters. You heal other survivors 10% faster. Of all of his perks, this one is my favorite. And the reason why is this. I am a healer. And by healer, it means I actually take the time to heal my teammates. And that goes for any game. So, in this game, I actually tend to bring a medkit, and I tend to assist my teammates. It drives me absolutely bonkers when I'm really desperately trying to heal somebody and they're trying to run away from me. This perk solves this problem. This perk solves this problem by showing your aura to them. So when they want healing, they can come to you. You don't have to sit there and worry about it. You don't have to sit there and chase them anymore. If they don't want it, that's on them, because they can literally see you from anywhere. Well, within 32 meters. But most maps, that's a pretty good range. And then you're also healing those survivors 10% faster. So if you put that on top of, say, one of Claudette's perks, I forget which one it is specifically, but the one that gives you a buff in speed healing, then you just stack it, and boom, you're the super healer of the team, and you're also not going out of your way wasting your time looking for people. They're just coming to you. So it's saving you time on top of that, which is extremely important.
Yeah, Bond is 36 meters, so 32 is a...
It's not much of a difference. I mean, it's a difference, but not too crazy.
I think level 2 Bond is 32. And then
I'm not sure.
It's been so long.
1 second. Okay. Now, on parental guidance, we have... Okay, that actually is the name of the perk. Funny story. I actually didn't even think that was the name of it. I thought it was a joke, someone just calling it that. But no, that's actually what it's called. You've inherited the ability to hear the dead, and now the dead warn you of danger. After stunning the killer by any means, your scratch marks, pools of blood, and grunts of pain are hidden for 8 seconds. This is another extremely gnarly perk, especially if you're like healing other people and protecting people. So if you're, say, taking some protection hits and you actually manage to get the killer off of whoever you're protecting, or if you just have the killer on you to begin with, and you stun them, and you're injured, all of a sudden your scratch marks, pools of blood, and pain is gone for 8 seconds. So that's going to give you the chance to hide or get away from the killer, because now you are silent. Those audio cues are huge. So if that's a big deal. You're literally removing an entire just assortment of information from the killer that is going to protect you, even injured, and that to me is huge. So these two perks are fabulous. This one definitely can be fabulous in the right hands with the right tools, but personally I favor these two the most. This one absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and do the backstory, and then hopefully we'll have our group. If not, we'll get into a Survivor game, and you'll see what it's like firsthand. I'll use his perks, don't worry. As a child, Yoichi gained interest in the supernatural from his father and mother when an inexplicable curse claimed both their lives. As an adult, Yoichi graduated with top honors in marine biology from a university in Tokyo, and, following his father's footsteps, became the youngest professor in the school's history. But his career began to unravel when 2 of his students disappeared while doing research in Izuojima. Again, I apologize for any of these mispronunciations. Japanese is not my first language. The mere mention of Izuojima triggered painful memories from his past. Deep, hidden memories bubbled up from the murky black depths of his subconscious. Blurred faces on images, twisted mouths, inexplicable deaths suddenly filled his mind. The shouts of people called him a monster. And then, the monster, Sadako, rose from the abyss to let him know the curse was not over. It would never be over. Little pause right here. For those of you who have seen the movies and do know the story, you will know that there is a lot being left out here. But again, just to kind of emphasize, this is Dead by Daylight specific lore, not the movie. This is still a DLC. So there is a crossover there. Just, go with the flow. With a cry, Yoichi shut his eyes and slowly released his fear. When he opened his eyes again, Sadako was gone, but something had returned, something ominous and otherworldly. He could feel an unnerving presence near him, breathing deeply like the heaving sea. Was Sadako tormenting him? Was a spirit trying to warn him? Or was it something else? Something that consumed people. Something that made people disappear. Yoichi wasn't sure. He had spent his life trying to understand his psychic abilities and the supernatural. His instincts told him the answers somehow lay with water. He had, after all, dedicated his life to studying intelligent life and unexplored realms within the ocean. I love this man. Perhaps he needed to readjust his definition of intelligent, or his definition of life. Thirsting for truth, Yoichi entered a frenzy of research into the fringes of parapsychology, cryptozoology, theology, folk history, etc. The more he expanded his field of expertise, the more he was ridiculed and ostracized. Once viewed as a brilliant young mind, Yoichi was now considered an eccentric and a liability. In mere months, the university terminated his position. Undeterred, Yoichi sought professorships at other schools, but no reputable college in Japan would take him. As a last resort, he approached media outlets, and by some twist of fate, the company where his mother had worked as a journalist offered to fund his research in exchange for articles and first publishing rights to his story. Kind of cute. Little wraparound there. During this difficult time, Yoichi's father returned to him, his spirit silently goading him to continue the course he had chosen. And so, working around the clock in his tiny Tokyo apartment, he allied himself with other researchers in the paranormal field. Within months, he came across a story that mirrored the disappearances of his students. 4 bloggers had mysteriously disappeared near the lighthouse in Scotland. With a great sense of urgency, Yoichi took the first flight he could to Glasgow. I don't even know if I pronounced that one right either. I apologize. A professor at a local university had come to many of the same conclusions as he had nearly 70 years earlier when a film crew disappeared near the very same lighthouse. There was some kind of intelligence in the water, some kind of darkness calling from the sea like an ancient siren. As Yoichi examined the research, his father suddenly appeared to let him know he was on the right path. That's kind of freaky, but... Guided by his father, Yoichi chartered a fishing boat and headed toward a small cluster of islands known as the Seven Hunters. Darkness fell as they approached the isles. The lighthouse, now automated and controlled remotely, sputtered and winked out of existence like a dying star. The ocean began to stir violently, lightning flashed, and the fisherman begged him to turn back, but he refused. He was too close and would not be deterred. As they argued, the ocean raged and tossed the ship high and low. Then one giant wave lifted the boat as high as the house and dashed it into pieces against dark, jagged rocks. Yoichi didn't remember much after that. He remembered falling into the water. He remembered swimming to the landing where he saw his father standing on the gallery of the lighthouse beckoning him. He remembered staggering through the thick black fog as he climbed the stairs. He remembered the water level rising with every step until the frothing mouth of the raging ocean swallowed him whole. So, same thing I did with Sadako, kind of wrap it up in a nutshell. He's the victim of the curse, which is the same curse, Sadako's curse. So, it's the curse that consumed his family. It took his parents, and it consumed his life. He did a lot of research, got called crazy, but, he didn't give up. He stuck to his guns. Now, I feel like Sadako got poetic justice. I feel like Yoichi kind of got shafted. And while I think it could be kind of sweet that the entity was beckoning him with his dad, I also feel like that is pretty fucked up. And the reason I say that is because if the entity was beckoning him with his father, then he was just toying with him using the memory of his deceased father, which is extremely messed up in my opinion. And then to drown him in the water, which is the way Sadako actually died, kind of makes me feel like the entity was like, I really feel for this girl, screw that guy, but we need him. And that's just my take on it. And there you have it. So I don't have the perk I would normally recommend. One of the perks I recommend bringing if you're bringing a med kit is Felix's perk. As I say that, I have a brain fart and totally forget what it's called. Built to last.
Talking about Built to last. I was about to say,
That's what it is. Yes, aha, I remembered. I would say bring that with a medkit. I do not have that unlocked on this character.
A test subject.
Right. So on this one, I am bringing his empathetic connection, his parental guidance, his tenacity, which is not actually his, it's actually detective tap perk, and urban evasion, which is a Neo perk. For those of you that don't know, I already went over these. Tenacity makes you crawl faster, and you also can recover while you crawl. I love that. It bamboozles killers all the time because they just don't think about it. And then you have urban evasion, which means when you squat, you have increased movement speed. So I am the speed. Alright, let's go.
You are the speed, actually.
I mean, I don't have sprint burst, but besides that, I have everything else.
I remember when you say you try to catch me, and you just like start crouching, you start zooming. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, crouch races are my shit.
Let's race. Okay, she's gone.
I think I did it with Cheryl too.
That was the best part. It was on Midwich. It was on Midwich. I remember that's when you did it. It's like, try to catch me. I'm like, okay. It's like, oh, she's gone. It's like she's already gone.
Red runner mode engaged. No, I'm not bringing sprint burst. Actually, I would say bring his perk.
She's gonna be a good girl tonight.
I'm not bringing his boon. The reason I'm not bringing it is because I'm not bringing a build that will help it, really. It'll kind of help my other ones, my little speedy, tenacity and stuff, but I just don't feel like it's gonna be as useful as, say, the other 2 perks. I think in general use, the other 2 perks are going to be used more, so I'm gonna more focus on them and how they help instead of the boon. A boon is go find totem, put on totem, stay near totem. It's really self-explanatory.
What is she carrying?
She is carrying a key.
Oh, I was like, what is
I
that?
thought that was a cigarette.
Also that.
I thought it was a stick.
Huh?
Also that. It's anything a small little object could be.
I'm staying with the
carry it.
cigarette. She's holding a cigarette. She likes to smoke while she's getting chased.
You like it when they squat and run because they're the same height as you? No, that's Ghostface. I like it when he does it 'cause he actually gets down to my height.
Oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're bringing all the stuff.
Cake,
That's
cake,
the road.
cake, 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 and a more.
Yeah.
I don't have a cake with this guy. I eat it all.
What does it say who you're facing, Murto? Does it say Onryo?
And where?
Does it say you're facing Onryo on the loading screen?
Facing the on.
I'm not gonna get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got her.
That means we're fighting Sadako.
All right.
Okay. Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
By the way, the sooner that I can get all of this knocked out, like all the DVD stuff, the sooner we can see the new stuff in Sea of Thieves. Just throwing that out there.
Hell yeah. Oh, it's out already?
Meow or man, it came out today.
I need to update then. Or do we need to
yes, you
update?
do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Do it,
Oh,
Merto.
yeah.
Do it. Do it now.
Yeah, do
Wait,
it.
what the fuck was that?
the cat. I just
Scared me.
meow.
Meow. Get to the chopper now. God, I need
Meow,
I need
go
to
on, go,
record that.
So,
And not record it, I need to just clip that. I did record it. I almost forgot that I recorded it. Mia, you. Hi, Mama. No, I don't like it. I don't like it like that. I don't like it like that. Good, you don't like me like that either.
Like that.
Alright. Now here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We got here the Onryo in her natural environment chasing a Nia, who is also known as the Entity. Let's see how they interact with each other.
Also known as the Entity.
That has no TT.
Alright, as you can tell, we now have a terror radius. Oh shit, she got me!
She's absolutely on you. I'm watching. Don't come to you. Okay, stay at the killer shack. Stay at the killer shack. I'm fixing the gen. Oh shit, that was scary. I'm halfway. I'm a little bit more. I forgot about skill checks. Oh my god.
Go, Nia, go, Nia.
Go Nia.
Oh, and that was her breaking pallet animation. It was quite intense.
Rocky.
Right, she's still on the ass.
Oh shit, that's you.
And this boy's a girl, that's what you call
Okay,
it.
I spotted
It really sucks.
oi.
That is a pellet
she's
drop.
coming.
As a survivor, it is called a panic. We drop it
Yeah,
as a-
she scared the shit out of me.
And now, running away. Okay, now to teach you the glory of Kill Me Mommy. Alright, as you can see, I have now absorbed a tape, and I have also absorbed the condition of static electricity.
I'm being strangled. No, I'm being hooked.
As you can see, that TV right there is the one I can turn my videotape back into Blockbuster and not be crazy anymore. However, we're not going to do that. We want to see her kill us. So I'm going to heal myself.
Somebody needs to turn off that TV in front of me. I mean, to my right.
Where'd I put the
I don't
tape?
like that
I
show.
shoved it up my beep. And yes, I bleep myself.
Let me help you with that.
Alright. Now that we have completely healed ourselves, we will do the good survivor thing and go help.
Oh, thank you, Shadow. Now let's get the fuck out of here.
Insert tape.
Uh-oh.
I
Now,
heartbeat.
that boom 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 noise is what we call a heartbeat. And that heartbeat means that bitch is trying to kill us.
That means get the fuck out of there.
Also that.
My,
By the way, parental
hello.
advisory, mature language. That noise means she teleported. And that annoys me. She's still
Oh,
close.
oh God.
As you can
Let me
tell
finish this.
by Shadow's reaction.
I finished the gen, bitch! Ah! Sorry. Got excited.
I don't think the gen finished.
No!
Nope, it did not
Somebody
pop.
touched that. Somebody touched that shit. Somebody touched that shit. It's just like a little.
That is what we call the Onryo, putting a victim
Hurry
on a
up!
hook.
It's gonna kick it. Oh, okay, never mind.
This is called a unhooking. Also followed by a possible body block. Here's a
This
medkit.
is thank you. And wait,
Oh, she broke the
Okay.
pallet.
it's okay.
And she's gonna kick it again. That is what we call a fake out.
And this is how we call a prey. I'm a prey.
Uh-oh.
Oh hi.
How am I getting all these like snap-worthy moments in one game? And it's the first game. Like, what day is this?
I hear a weird noise around.
She's near me. Oh god, 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 oh god. Vivian!
Ito.
Power! Catholic compels you. Thank you.
The power of the whale compels you.
Oh my god, it worked.
Ow!
Die!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is a shadow in its natural environment doing what we call a bad flashlight.
That was a bad flashlight.
If you would notice, it didn't
A
have
bad
any effect on the killer.
No, she just walked up to me and smacked me to the ground. It's like, no, enough of this.
I'm gonna turn off this TV and be crazy. All right, now we get to see the Mori. Even though I'm on first look and this is really bad, but luckily we're only on
I'm
2 gens,
almost
so
done
me
with
dying
another
is
gen,
not the
eh?
craziest thing. I dropped a medkit somewhere.
Oh, you
Okay.
dropped her like right there, actually.
Never mind. Oh, there you go. Uh oh, I hear weird noises. I hear weird noises.
Oh,
I don't
shit,
like the
I'm
weird
bleeding.
noises. Weird noises.
Oh nice. I'm about to pop the last one.
Holy sh! That worked.
I don't know.
She can see my aura. She's after me. I'm just gonna keep running.
I'm done with it. I did it. Let's go.
All right. The grand finale will be right here. Come to me, mother. Do it. Let's do it. Come on.
I'm running to one of the doors.
Let's do it. Ouch. Damn. She one-shot me.
I'm dead on hook.
Mori, near.
Yes! That's so funny.
I got everything I
Oh
wanted.
shit! Oh,
I got to do all the things, pull all the stunts, see her do the things, and get Mori. Yes!
I'm getting the fuck out of here. I mean,
Yes. My death is not in vain. Okay, so
opened
the
the thing.
reason that happened was
I
because
nighted-
I was at max.
I 99 the thing. I'm dead on hook. I'm dead on hook.
I was
Hurry
at max
up!
of the condemned status.
Open the door and get out.
Very nice, very nice.
I escaped with the.
She had no win. Never
She
mind,
did?
that's why she one-shot me.
Oh, she had no edge?
That's how she one-shot me. I thought it was because I was condemned. No, she just straight up had no win.
And she had Pentimento.
And I didn't care. I just opened the door.
Okay,
Yikes.
that's so funny. I did that right in front of her face.
Nice no ed.
Oh wait, was that guy actually mad?
I don't know. It
I don't
censored though.
Oh, I'm not even mad. I wanted her to kill me. Okay, that was so fun.
For science.
My first time, it was tragic. Oh no!
Thanks, bestie.
Thanks, Bestie. Oh my god.
Yeah, right now, there's no reason to be salty or anything like that.
We're
You were
just-
looking for the gods.
You were.
I was literally doing it. Well, the reason I didn't want to go down was because I wanted to actually get the Mori. You know what I mean? I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.